Hi, we're back, and I'd like to start with our 1980 pumper. It's a Mac. We bought it new. It has a 1,000 gallon per minute pump. Also carries 500 gallon of water. It has a large volume gun on the top. Okay, this is a picture of the gun. It's called a deck gun. It'll flow 750 gallon per minute. This truck is our tanker. It holds 1,250 gallons of water. It has quick dumps, 6-inch dumps that will dump that tank of water in approximately a minute and a half. This truck here is a 1987 Chevy Suburban. We call it a Squad. This truck was bought stock, and the men in the company have turned it into a piece of firefighting equipment. This is our number 1 pumper. Originally it was a 1962. It had a gasoline engine, and in 1976 it was repowered to a diesel. In 1990 we completely rebuilt it, adding a cab, a 750 gallon water tank, and a 750 gallon pump. This bell you'll notice in other pictures. This was on the original fire truck, town of Roscoe.
Thank you, Chief. Very nice, very good, enlightening, informative of this fire department of yours. And I would like to just ask one little question. Roughly how much money is involved in all this equipment?
Our last appraisal was roughly about $1 million.
Thank you. I am John Gillen, former mayor of Roscoe, talking to the chief of Roscoe, who is also the mayor of Roscoe.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank you for coming down, and I'd like to invite anybody to stop in at any time and look the equipment over and talk to the gentleman. Happy birthday, Roscoe.
The Roscoe Fire Department doesn't just fight fires. Here you see some on-scene accident training. The fire department, quick to the scene, now going to deal in a simulation with a wrecked van. Fire Chief T.J. Wilkinson instructing the troops on the quickest way to get an accident victim from the vehicle.
Stay in the truck now. That don't look too bad, huh? Okay, boys, let's drop 2 lines and hold the squad.
Everything I want in the whole world's up there on the second
All right,
floor.
now line up behind me and
All
go
my
upstairs.
stuff's up there.
Ladder the rear. Adcocks, ladder up. Hey, that strong man up there, Brian.
Cooperation is essential among area fire departments. One example of this cooperation occurred with the now famous Riverside Fire.
All right, we got it. Come on.
Roscoe is assisted in the fire by fire departments from Allenport, California, Stockdale, Washington Township Volunteer Fire Company, of course, the 5-ton ambulance was on the scene. It's reassuring to know that we're in such good hands when tragedies occur.
Give it a yank. Give it a good pull. Coming through this intersection. See, you gotta get these cars out. Give it a little yank.
My name is Barbara Muscella. I'm Director of Business and Development for Community Ambulance Service. Thank you for asking us to participate in your Centennial video. In 1970, council members from the 5-ton area and the Roscoe Fire Department saw the need to establish a local ambulance service. 5-ton ambulance service was founded by local residents of Roscoe, Elko, Stockdale, Long Branch, and Allenport. The first board of directors consisted of mayors of these 5 towns. Until 1977, basic life support was provided out of the Roscoe Fire Hall by dedicated volunteers from these local communities. On September 1st, 1993, 5-ton ambulance service merged operations with Community Ambulance Service of Washington Township. The original building has been completely renovated and includes facilities for 24-hour staffing by paid personnel and volunteers. Providing advanced life support to over 15,000 people, Community Ambulance Service provides its own emergency dispatch service and introduced the first program of its kind in the Mon Valley for transport of handicapped and special needs persons. That was in 1993. Thank you for visiting with Community Ambulance Service, and congratulations to the Roscoe residents on their Centennial celebration.
In recent years, many an accident victim who needed special attention in Pittsburgh was treated first at a local hospital. Now with Medevac, or Life Flight as most of us call it today, accident victims can be in a Pittsburgh hospital in minutes. Here you see one of the Medevac helicopters taking off from Elko Ball Field.
Roscoe Ledger. The business has been in operation since 1897 when my grandfather bought it from a gentleman from Alpha. The building where we're in now has been here since 1926. We ran a weekly newspaper until I was drafted in 1952, came out in 54, and we've been a job printer ever since. We're general commercial printers. We have a limited size. We can print up to 12 by 18. This is our offset press. Behind us is the camera that we use to make plates for the press. And off to my right is a 20 by 26 inch folder. And off to my left is a high-speed copier that we use for shorter runs. And directly in front of me is a recent print, which is a piece of equipment that's halfway between a copier and an offset press, a lithographic press, and we use that for intermediate runs. And that's about the extent of it. We do have a ring cutter, an automatic paper cutter, straight ahead, and that's about the extent of it. And I'd like to wish Roscoe a happy 100th birthday. I just realized that Roscoe started 54 years before I started. This will be my 46th year here. And happy birthday again.
Hi, I'm John Gillen, former recording secretary of the Slovak Club back in 1953. I'd like to introduce you to Charles Mazina, who was the treasurer of back in 1950 and the still present treasurer of the Slovak Club today. Chuck?
Well, John, I'll take you guys in to show you around.
The Roscoe Slovak Club also sponsored some soccer teams, and they had some great ones over the years. As you look through these pictures, you'll see some memorable stars like Bill Cowell, Tom Cowell, Jada Werlwas, Joe Werlwas, Zay Bailey, Tommy Ferguson, Nunny Milkovich, Mooner Kolik, Bubba Bailey, to name a few. There's Frank Valla in the front row, some of Roscoe's finest.
Well, this was our dance floor here, the social club, built in 1953, and there was many a Saturday night and Sundays. We had all kind of dancing going on here for the social benefit of the members. Many a good meal has been served in this kitchen for our patrons and our social benefit members on every occasion, every banquet, and even on dance Saturday nights. We always had a good meal for all of them.
Okay, Chuck, give us a description what happened to this big safe and how you got it down here.
Well, it's safe here.
We bought it from the post office. Dora Kahn sold it to the club for $1. And Berkey and me and a few other members, well, we was rolling it down from the middle of the block where the old post office used to be, and we come by the sidewalk over here where it was about 6 inches high, and that thing tilted, and it almost fell on Berkey. And we always laughed about that, but it was serious. I mean, that thing must weigh about a couple tons.
Happy birthday, Roscoe.
Happy birthday, Roscoe.
Our two travelers have moved next door to the Slovak Club, the Watkins Tri-Valley Wholesale, formerly Toy City. Now there's the video store as we know it today. Toy City put Roscoe on the map. It was here for many years in Watkins Wholesale, then they built the new store along Route 88. It was just last year that Toy City went out of business. Now the building sits on 88 for sale.
Started on that house.
Started up there in 1916. It's what they called the junction, you know. And then I went to Shire Oaks. And then I was down there. I was all together was 43 years and 4 months.
What a view from the top of Elko Hill as we look down at the beautiful town of Roscoe. Let's close our tour now with a tour of the town. Interstate paper plays a big role in Roscoe today. New houses are popping up everywhere. Here we move up Good Street toward the Catholic Church. As we move down Furlong Avenue, we're approaching Mellonizer Funeral Home. On the right, you see the old Hannell store. Now some beautiful apartments. There's a great shot of the Roscoe Methodist Church. Coming up on the right, it's the old Jobs' drugstore, Johnny's Market, Allison's drugstore, and many other establishments used to sit here. Now you get a first-hand look at the newly remodeled Central Hotel. There, of course, is the bank building, Dr. Page and his dentist office upstairs. And there's a first-hand look at the Legion. Didn't there used to be a hotel here? post office. And there's the Slovak Club that we toured moments ago. Things certainly have changed from the tour we took earlier in this video, haven't they? Remember when we walked down this same street on our way to Stroll Acres for Admiral Furlong's celebration? Let's speed things up a little bit and head to the highway as we journey down Route 88 past the Community Ambulance Service. Let's see, it was Linderman's once. Today it's Greco's. I'm sure you can name others. Remember the old Roscoe Sportsman Club that sat here? There's just part of Interstate Paper and Supply Company. As we move down 88 on the left, used to be Spar's Feed Store. Now here we come to Johnny's Market, rebuilt after the fire years ago. And there's the Dairy Delight on the left, and the empty space on the right, for years a Roscoe landmark, Downs' newsstand. On the left we're passing what used to be Karen's Bar and Grill. Building down below is the Roscoe Ledger. There it is. Unfortunately, it's empty today. Toy City. That's not all. Let's take a ride down some of the back streets of town. That's the Presbyterian Church up ahead. That used to be the Roscoe School. Beautiful home today, owned by Bill Catarini. Now we turn down Wayne Street. Used to be the Roscoe Theater. Today it's an apartment building. Another famous landmark down below, the Old Moose. Today it too is an apartment building. We're headed for the river now. Nick Petrick was standing here earlier in the video. Many a person today docks a boat right at this very spot. That's Roscoe as we know it today. Wow, that was quite a tour of the old town. We certainly have changed over the years. Many of the businesses have disappeared. There's no movie theater anymore. The Dutch Club and the Moose as we knew them are gone. The streets are paved now. Most kids fish rather than swim in the river. But one thing will never change, and that's the thing that made Roscoe special, the great people who live here. I love you, Roscoe.